Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers recap for Monday, November 25, reveals that Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., told Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, that her accusations about Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, were impossible and tried to argue that she misunderstood somehow. Brooke insisted she didn't and worked to convince Ridge that she overheard Carter talking to Hope Logan, Annika Noel, about the LLC takeover plot. Ridge eventually got Brooke to recap how Carter and Hope were a couple now. So she explained that the lingerie was meant for Carter, not John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. After Ridge thought back to Carter defending Hope, he realized that made sense. Ridge also recalled how Carter warned him that Forrester Creations would never be the same again if he didn't reinstate Hope. Once Ridge thought back to the look on Carter's face when he questioned him about the LLC paperwork, he determined it was one of guilt and that Carter was truly trying to steal Forrester control. At the cabin on Monday's B&B episode, Hope assured Carter that he didn't have to go through with the rest of this takeover scheme if he wasn't sure. Whether they went through with it or not, Carter made positive predictions about Hope and her future. Hope praised Carter for making her feel safe and supported in a way that no other man had. As Hope and Carter stripped down for passion in front of the cabin fireplace, Ridge could be seen looking livid and determined in the CEO office. At Il Giardino, Remy Price, Christian Weissman, admitted he'd been keeping up with Electra Forrester, Lania Grace, so that news came as a surprise. However, Remy pointed out that Electra knew how much he always cared about her. After Remy noted that Electra was very special, he said he saw online that she was working at Forrester Creations and making jewelry with Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer. Remy wanted to make a life in Los Angeles too, so Electra hoped he indeed did. Although Electra had family in LA, she felt it was nice to see a friendly face. Remy asked if Electra had made any new friends yet, but she got a notification on her phone and had to rush back to work. Electra gave Remy a hug and said they'd have to hang out sometime, so he replied that she could count on it. Once Remy was alone, he looked at a picture of Electra on his phone and declared that she would definitely be seeing him again. In the Forrester design office, Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, talked to Ivy about Electra, so Ivy hinted about her niece learning to trust. It left Will thinking Electra hadn't always been able to do that, so he wondered if something bad happened before she came to lay. Will promised that he didn't want to pry and that he only wanted to help. Electra ultimately interrupted with updates on how she ran into an old friend from back home. Once Will realized it was a guy, he fished for more info and clearly hoped this wasn't an old boyfriend. Electra insisted it wasn't like that and assured Will that this was just a friend. That said, Electra clearly enjoyed seeing Remy since she guessed that you don't realize how much you miss someone until you see them again. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Remy will create plenty of troubling situations for Electra in the coming episodes, so stay tuned. As the sun set over the shimmering skyline of Los Angeles, the Forrester family mansion buzzed with tension. It was a day of revelations, heartbreaks, and simmering intrigue that would leave every viewer on the edge of their seat. Monday's episode delved deep into the lives of our favorite characters, peeling back layers to expose truths that could shatter relationships, forge new alliances, and ignite passions. Ridge Forrester, the steadfast patriarch of the Forrester clan, found himself grappling with a devastating revelation about his trusted confidant and friend, Carter Walton. The morning began innocently enough, with Ridge immersed in designing a new collection for Forrester Creations. But the tranquility was short-lived. Eric Forrester, Ridge's father, entered the room with an uncharacteristically grim expression. "Ridge, there's something you need to know," Eric began, his voice heavy with concern. Ridge looked up, sensing the gravity of the situation. Eric explained that he had overheard a conversation between Carter and an unidentified person. The contents of that conversation suggested that Carter had been concealing vital information about the company, possibly even embezzlement or collusion with competitors. Ridge's mind raced as he tried to reconcile the image of the loyal, dependable Carter with the idea of betrayal. Determined to get to the bottom of the matter, Ridge confronted Carter at the office. The scene was fraught with tension. "Carter, I've trusted you with everything," Ridge began, his voice laced with both anger and hurt. "Tell me the truth. Are you working against me?" Carter, visibly shaken, denied the allegations, but his evasive answers only deepened Ridge's suspicions. As the confrontation escalated, it became clear that Carter was hiding something. Whether it was as sinister as Eric implied, or a misunderstanding, remained to be seen. The fallout from this revelation promises to ripple through the Forrester family and the company they hold dear. Meanwhile, in a completely different corner of the bold and beautiful universe, the spotlight shifted to Will Spencer and Electra, the enigmatic new arrival who had everyone talking. Electra's charm, intelligence, and undeniable beauty had made her an instant sensation, but her connection to Remy, a shadowy figure from her past, had raised questions. Will, ever the shrewd interrogator, decided it was time to uncover the truth. The scene unfolded in the upscale Spencer Publications office, where Electra sat poised yet wary. Will entered, his piercing gaze fixed on her. "Electra," Will said, his tone direct. "Who is Remy, and why does his name keep coming up whenever your past is mentioned?" Electra hesitated, her composure faltering for the first time. "Will, you wouldn't understand. Remy, he's complicated," she replied, her voice tinged with a mix of fear and nostalgia. Will wasn't satisfied. "Try me," he challenged, leaning closer. "Is he a threat? To you? To us?" Electra sighed, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "Remy was someone I trusted once. Someone I loved. But he's dangerous, Will. He has a way of pulling people into his world and destroying them." Will softened, his protective instincts kicking in. "If he's a danger to you, I need to know everything. I can help you, Electra, but only if you're honest with me." Their conversation ended on a cliffhanger, leaving viewers wondering whether Electra would open up about her past or continue to guard her secrets. Either way, it was clear that Remy's presence, or the mere mention of his name, posed a looming threat. Back at the Forrester mansion, the long-standing rivalry between Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes reignited. The two women crossed paths unexpectedly, and what began as a civil exchange quickly devolved into a heated argument. The source of their conflict? Ridge, of course. Brooke accused Taylor of meddling in Ridge's life, while Taylor fired back that Brooke's own actions had driven Ridge to seek solace elsewhere. "You've never respected his boundaries, Brooke," Taylor snapped. "You take and take, and when Ridge needs stability, you're nowhere to be found." Brooke, never one to back down, retorted, "And you think you're the solution? Ridge doesn't need someone to coddle him, Taylor. He needs someone who challenges him, who loves him unconditionally." The argument reached a fever pitch before Ridge himself intervened, forcing the two women to retreat to their respective corners. But the tension between them was palpable, setting the stage for more explosive confrontations in the future. Meanwhile, in a subplot brimming with suspense, Sheila Carter continued to weave her web of manipulation. Having recently returned to Los Angeles under mysterious circumstances, Sheila had been quietly working behind the scenes to destabilize the Forresters. On Monday's episode, Sheila met with an unidentified accomplice in a dimly lit cafe. The conversation was cryptic but chilling. "It's all falling into place," Sheila said, her lips curling into a sinister smile. "They won't see it coming." Her accomplice nodded. "What's the next move?" Sheila's eyes gleamed with malevolence. "Let them tear each other apart. We'll strike when the time is right." Whatever Sheila's plan entails, it's clear that she's playing a long game, one that could have devastating consequences for everyone involved. In a rare moment of peace, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer shared a quiet evening together, reflecting on the chaos surrounding their families. Seated on the couch with a glass of wine in hand, Hope mused about the importance of staying grounded amidst the drama. "Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever escape it," Hope said wistfully. "The feuds, the betrayals, it's like a never-ending cycle." Liam took her hand, offering a reassuring smile. "As long as we have each other, we can handle anything." Their tender exchange provided a much-needed respite from the episode's heavier moments, reminding viewers that love and hope can prevail even in the most turbulent times. Monday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered a masterclass in storytelling, blending high-stakes drama with emotional depth. From Ridge's heart-breaking confrontation with Carter to Will's intense questioning of Electra, Every storyline crackled with energy and intrigue. As secrets unravel and tensions escalate, one thing is certain: the lives of these beloved characters will never be the same. Stay tuned as the drama continues to unfold in the days ahead. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.